Yo, what's going on, man? My name is Chris Garcia, aka Crypto Godson. Today is Monday, January 11th, and today I'll be going over some great news, some amazing news that the Reserve Protocol team has given us via Nevin Freeman, the co-founder. So I'm just gonna jump right into it. If you're new here, please subscribe. What I do here is try to make the crypto transition easier. Simple as that. I want to make your transition into crypto easier. Also, please click that like button and support the channel. So if you're interested in learning more about crypto and embarking on this crypto journey with me, please like and subscribe. Thank you. But first, so let's go ahead and jump into it. So Nevin dropped a tweet on us today. We are preparing to be able to offer RSV incentives later in 2021 in order to accelerate Reserve app growth. Taking a page out of the early PayPal playbook, for those of you who took my advice and read PayPal Wars, you know exactly what I'm talking about. So what he was referring to is incentives. So basically, if you have kept up with RSR and checked out my last videos, 2021 is a year of growth for the RSR. We're in the beta stage with the app right now. So this is huge. This is a really quick next step. And, obviously a news drop for the RSR team. And they're focused on accelerating the RSR app growth. So I just wanted to go ahead and drop a quote. Some of you guys may know Charlie Munger. He's a very well-known investor. His name is up there with Warren Buffett. So he has a quote: "Show me the incentive and I will show you the outcome." So think about that. So if somebody's going to give you money to do something, you're more likely to do it. It's really simple as that. And if there's no incentive to do something, you likely won't do it, right? So RSR is using this concept, and it's not a new concept. PayPal used it when they want to scale their app, so now RSR is going to use it, and so it's a preparation step. So like it says right here, preparing to offer RSV incentives in order to accelerate Reserve app growth. So they dropped a Medium post. So we intend for 2021 to be a year of significant growth in Reserve app usage. We don't know how fast we can grow yet, but our eventual target over the next few years in Venezuela and Argentina is to reach about 10 million people using Reserve regularly in each country. That's huge. That's huge. Next, in order to accelerate growth, we will be unlocking 3.81% of total RSR supply to offer referral incentives to Reserve app users. This incentive budget probably won't be all spent in 2021, but we plan to start using it before the end of this year. We're doing the unlock many months in advance so that we have time to slowly and patiently convert RSR to RSV without any significant impact on RSR markets. As the largest holder of RSR, we take our responsibility to operate transparently and minimize our impact on markets very seriously. For context, the PayPal example, we began the year 2000 with 12,000 users. So this is PayPal. This is a quote. PayPal began the year 2000 with 12,000 users. So that's basically where RSR is, where Reserve is. The Reserve app I believe it's lower than that. I'm not sure the numbers. I don't even know if they have disclosed the numbers, but it may be around there. But anyway, so just think that's where they are. We began the year 2000 with 12,000 users, and just 6 months later, our account base had grown to 2.2 million. That's where we're trying to go next. As of December 31st, 2001, so basically 2 years, they had 12.8 million accounts. So just think of those numbers. That's the numbers we're trying to hit next with Reserve. PayPal offered users $10 for each person they referred and $10 to each new person that joined. So similar to what obviously PayPal is doing, we're trying to do it with Reserve. They spent tens of millions of dollars to ensure they onboarded those initial users, and then wound down the incentives pretty quickly from there. We anticipate offering RSV incentives to accelerate growth in the latter half of 2021. We anticipate reaching a point sometime this year where we are ready to supercharge growth. If and when that happens, we want to be ready to go. In order to fund such RSV incentives, we will be slowly converting a portion of the project treasury from RSR to RSV, which is the reserve, basically the dollar pegged portion of the RSR system, the RSV system. So we are going to make a withdrawal of 3.81% of the total RSR supply from the project's treasury. To make this funds conversion with minimal impact on the RSR market, we will slowly and passively offer this RSR on major crypto exchanges over the course of 2021. We will not market sell RSR. They also added a refresher on our philosophy towards treasury tokens. So our treasury tokens are governed by a cryptographically enforced 4-week delay on our project treasury contract, which is also known as a slow wallet. So they're just reiterating the fact that we purposely enforced a 4-week delay on any basically tokens that they're going to release, so that they can communicate it and that everybody within the RSR community is aware. In conclusion, so this is the finals, concluding statements. We are aiming for 2021 to be a year of growth and preparing to take a page from the PayPal playbook in order to make that happen. We have infrastructure in place to passively offer RSR without impacting market price. Because this slow offering takes time, we are initiating an unlocked now, even though we don't anticipate offering growth incentives until later in the year. So honestly, that sounds like probably Q3, Q4 is when they'll actually roll out this incentive for new users using the Reserve app. So with that, that's major news. If you understand the growth that PayPal experienced on this chart, is you can very, very clearly see how fast the number of active users improved by the millions, from under 20 to over 100, very quickly. So 2002 to 2012, literally 100 million users were added to the community. But for us in particular, we're like way down here, so we're more, focused on this spike right here. So within this next year, 2021, 2022, even to 2023, that's the initial state that RSR has their eyes on. So the reserve team looking very strong. So I'm just going to go to the chart really quickly. So we almost hit 5 cents just a few days ago. We just corrected a little bit. It looks like we're sitting right on our previous all-time high support. We tapped it at a little over 3 cents, so 3.1 cents. And then the all the RSR Bitcoin chart, we recently hit a pretty strong resistance around the 120 sat mark. So we hit it for the 3rd time over the past year, and it looks like we're bouncing off it, and we're heading back towards the support around the 97 sat mark. So just to reiterate where we're at in the Reserve Protocol, the Reserve app journey, the app is in beta, so the app isn't open to public. So that obviously there's a lot of growth to be had there when we open it up. But not only when we open it up, Reserve is going to go a step further and offer incentives for referrals. So this may be, it depends on which way Reserve goes, but they may just do referrals only without making it public, and that'll just incentivize growth within the current ecosystem via referrals, like I said, to people they know, or it may be open to the public and we have the referrals, so that can make it grow even faster if they go that route. So that's one side of it. So it's in beta. Number two, it's not even on the iOS app store, so it's not available on any iPhones. It's only on Android. So, and I just dropped a video. You guys can check it out. They just revealed that they foresee that happening in Q2 of 2021. So before June, the Reserve app should be on the iOS app store. And those two triggers right there. And then not only that, just to go back, like we're not scaling yet because the app it's not ready. So we can't even onboard those like 10 million people. We can't, like it says right here, we're not ready for that yet. So Reserve has some back end engineering work and automation work to do before we get there. So that's good news because we know what's coming, but at the same time, they're not ready. So that gives us more time for people like you and me to accumulate. And then if you're accumulating like me, if you're all in like me and you believe in this project, you also know that the Reserve app is not on Coinbase. So we have a lot of upside to be had for, our people like me that are buying the RSR token. It's not on Coinbase yet, and that's the number one exchange. It's actually, I think it's number 2 on the Apple App Store right now. Actually, let me check that. Well, I don't see it ranked anywhere. That's all I have for you guys. I just wanted to drop that news. I'm kind of rambling here. I'm going to go ahead and end it. My name is Chris Garcia, aka Crypto Godson. If you're new here, please smash that like button and subscribe if you're interested in crypto, and in particular, if you're interested in the Reserve Protocol updates. I pretty much am going to dedicate myself to dropping all new news on the Reserves team, and just to make sure everybody's informed in every way possible. Obviously, they're doing their part with the Medium and the Twitter, Telegram updates, and I just want to do my part and make sure those people like me that enjoy listening while I'm on the go, because I'm on the go all the time. I don't read books too much anymore. I listen to books like all the time now while I ride my bike or while I'm mountain biking, running, walking, driving. I'm always listening to something, and I enjoy that. So I know there's a lot of people out there like me. So if you're interested in that type of informational medium, go ahead and click the subscribe button. And with that, thank you. I hope you guys are having a great start to your 2021. I wish you all peace and prosperity. And with that, I'm out.